every working particle command on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So these particles work on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, Pocket Edition, and PC. Now, some of these particles do require water to be able to use, but some do not. So if you see any of these with water in the examples, then you do need water to be able to use these in your Minecraft world yourself. The particle command is very simple to be able to use. All you need to do is type /particle into chat or into a command block, and then followed by the particle name. Now, there's a lot of particles to go through, so instead of reading out all the particles, they are all on signs for you to be able to read yourself, and you just need to put the particle name that you want, so the Minecraft, and then the colon, then the particle name as well, and then put whatever coordinates you want the particle to be displayed. So these can either be relative coordinates, or they can be coordinates of an exact block or location. For example, relative coordinates are stuff like tilde, and then tilde1, and then tilde, which is what it is for these here to be able to get them above the command block, so one block above the command block. But you can also put the exact coordinates of something if you do want to as well. For example, if you were having this happen whenever you enter a room, or whenever something occurs and you want it to be on a specific block or specific location, you can do that as well using coordinates, just the XYZ coordinates in your Minecraft world. And to be able to see coordinates in your Minecraft world, you can enable this in settings, or just enable the game rule in the chat for show coordinates to true. And then you will be able to see your Minecraft coordinates on your screen, and you'll be able to use them in your commands as well. So the particle command can be useful for multiple different things. For example, particle trails, so you can have the particles follow you. Later on in the video, I will explain how this works and link to a video at the end of how you can make particle trails yourself, but you can make the particles follow you around in your Minecraft world. Particle commands can also be useful for things like shops, or whenever a command creation or command block happens, you can have the particle command as well, and then you will be able to use the particle command to, for example, you could have like these growth particles if something was growing in your Minecraft world in the command block creation, or you can really just have whatever you want, wherever you want. Of course, the particles are designed for specific uses in your Minecraft world, but you can use them with command blocks to be able to use them for whatever you want and come up with your own creative creations for the particle commands. You can even make custom particles as well if you are very talented using resource packs and add-ons, and then you can have your own completely custom particles that you can have in your Minecraft worlds. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. You can have it so when you're holding an item, particles happen. When you use an item, like a custom spell or a custom item, particles happen. Honestly, there's so much you can do with the particle command. It's really cool that this command exists because it's a great addition to your Minecraft worlds and adds so much atmosphere. Now, all of these different particle commands are usable in your Minecraft worlds. They are all currently working as of the current update. They might not work in future updates, but right now they are working. Apart from one of them, which I couldn't get to work, but it worked in the last time I did this video, as I did this video a few years ago, but there's more new particles been added since. So therefore, I kept that specific particle in because it might be a bug and it might work in the future. However, it isn't working in this video. But other than that, every one of these particles do currently work as of the current version of Minecraft. And let me know in the comments what your favorite particle is out of these particle commands. And then maybe I'll update this in the future if there is enough demand for it and if people do want it. So let me know if you would like me to update this for future updates as well. And this has taken an awful long time to be able to set up, so please do leave a like if you are enjoying this video and you do find it useful. Now, the particles do just happen a lot. Like, they keep spamming. As you can see, they're constant. But you can change this by adding a tick delay. So by default, all of these particles have a 0 tick delay, which means that they just happen constantly. But you can also have a tick delay if you do want to for these particle commands. So if you had the tick delay, for example, to 10, then the particles will be slower. If you have them to 5, then they will be slightly less slower, but basically the higher the number, the more slower they'll be. There are 20 ticks a second in Minecraft, so if you had it set to 20, then it'll be 1 second delayed, and obviously you can keep going up from there as well. So you can have it more and more delayed or less and less constant if you do want to, depending on what you need the particles for. Obviously, sometimes it's good that they spam, but sometimes you don't want them to, so that is something you can do if you do want to be able to slow down the particle commands for yourself, for whatever purpose you need them for. Each Minecraft update does seem to add more of these particle commands as well, which is really cool because when you get things like the creaking or the warden or all different kinds of mobs, you also get some particles added for them too. And obviously you'll see those throughout this video as well because they are included in this list as they are current particles in the game that are currently working. Some particles are quite long and there are also some particles that are shorter in name as well. So obviously it will depend on the particle you're using depending on the length of the particle that you need to type. However, if you pause the video, you can find all of the particle commands on the signs. And there are also other particle commands that didn't work for some reason, but I did find in several different lists, so maybe they're outdated. I didn't include them if they didn't work, though, for this, because I want this to be all of the working particle commands. But there might be a few other lists that show other particle commands that for some reason aren't working right now, but they might possibly work in the future, or maybe they were moved in past updates or something. But instead of finding like just one complete list for this, I had to go through loads of different particle commands lists and try and find ones that worked, and try and make sure I didn't include the same particle twice and only included each particle once for this tutorial and for this guide. And hopefully this is really useful for you to be able to find what particles work for certain things, because obviously if you're using certain systems, then you'll want certain particular particles for your Minecraft creations. Some of these particles just look so cool. I love how much creativity this allows a player to have. For example, I've seen people use portals and then have like the portals have particles. I've seen people use stuff like make portal guns in Minecraft, or make stuff like custom weapons with a sonic boom particle or other particles as well. Some of these particles are also really large, which is why they're being disabled as we go through, because otherwise you won't be able to see the other particles or the signs next to them of what the particles actually are. But obviously the ones that could stay on, I've kept on for the whole video, so that it is just easier and quicker to be able to move from one particle to the next, as I want this to be as smooth and easy for you to follow as possible. Some particles do also create lag or issues, which is why there might be some that I'm not going to turn on throughout this video, or they have warning signs that they won't turn off afterwards. But most of these particles do work fine. Obviously, don't use those ones if you don't want to risk your world crashing. But particles in general seem fine, and they do seem to work quite well. Maybe lower end devices will struggle with more particles though, or if you have loads of different particles on a realm or like a multiplayer thing, so do obviously be careful. But the majority of these do seem to be fine, at least as of the amount that I am using them for. And obviously this is like several hundred command blocks, so if this is fine, you're probably fine to use as many particles as you do want to. But do be careful. If you are having issues, then maybe you do want to reduce the amount of particles that you are using. So for example, this is one right here which won't turn off, so I'm going to flip it on. But as you can see, it will permanently stay on even though the lever has been turned off, so that is just something to bear in mind. It does look really cool though, but it's probably not one that I'd recommend using, because it might cause you issues and you won't be able to get rid of it unless you reload the world. It's kind of crazy how many different particles there are in Minecraft now for you to be able to use, as there's just more and more being added every single update, and therefore it's taking longer to show you all of the working particle commands. But hopefully you do really appreciate this, and hopefully it is easy enough for you to follow to be able to use, and you'll be able to have some cool particle commands in your Minecraft worlds. So particles are just like really, really sick. Some of them are a lot smaller, like particles. Some of them are a lot larger. Some of them, you know, are different, and some of them are more useful than others. But they are all really cool. I'm sure people can come up with some really creative uses for these particle commands, no matter what they are. Obviously, the uses will depend on each of the different particles. And obviously, these are using repeat command blocks as well, set to needs redstone, but you can also have these in impulse or chain command blocks too. If you do want to, you can make it so you have to stand on pressure plates for the particles to work, or you can make it so that you activate them different ways too. You can make it so that you only have particles when you're crouching, for example. Obviously, particle trails are a really cool way to be able to use the particle commands to be able to have them follow you, or you can make them follow you in the sky or follow you, you know, multiple blocks behind you or whatever. But there are also other ways you can use the particle commands and have different cosmetics in your Minecraft world. You can even make a particle shop too, so you can allow players on your Minecraft world or realm or anything to be able to buy the particles and use different particles and decide what particle they want to use, and have it completely customizable for the players on your Minecraft world, realm, server, or whatever you do use, which is a really cool way to be able to give the player more customization and to allow them to have some control over their Minecraft experience and their Minecraft character on your world, your server, your realm, or whatever you do have, whatever you do host. Honestly, particles, I just can't get over how cool these particles look and how amazing and how much they add. Just little particles. It's similar to like the play sound command or the play animation command or the camera command. There's just so many different things that you can do with these commands, and they're really simple to do as well, but they add so much to the game. They just add so much atmosphere, so much character to your Minecraft, and to just like, you know, show that you care and show that you put a lot of effort into your Minecraft creations, command blocks. You can obviously also use these in add-ons and stuff as well. So, you know, if you want to, you can have them in add-ons or in functions and stuff. But they're just so cool to be able to use and to be able to spice up your Minecraft world and Minecraft experience. blocks. Honestly, some of them are a little bit crazy to look at though after a while. In order to keep the water in place and flowing everywhere, there are just barrier blocks around it if you are wondering. If you have any other Minecraft command block or other tutorials that you'd like to see from me, please do let me know, as I want to keep helping you master Minecraft. It doesn't have to be command block related, it doesn't even have to be tutorial related, just any content you'd like to see me do, or you'd like to know how to do something in Minecraft, then do please let me know, because I'm always looking for new ideas and new ways to be able to help you, new stuff that you want to be able to do in Minecraft. It's really difficult sometimes to think of ideas, but there's so much in the game that I would love to help people with and help you master Minecraft and get better at command blocks, get better at particles, get better at just anything in your Minecraft world and your Minecraft experience in general. So this is another one of the broken particles that just permanently stays on, so we're just going to turn that off, but it's going to stay on anyway. And also those ones also seem to be sometimes the larger ones as well, and some of them do create issues and do create lag and stuff in your Minecraft game, but some of them are fine to leave on, some aren't though, for sure. Some of these particles are so huge and just cover the whole signs and everything. It's kind of crazy how they vary in size. It'd be cool if you could like customize the color and customize like the size of the particles within inside the game itself as well. That'd be a really cool addition to the particle command. Hopefully they add that in the future. Some of the particles do have like color or like other stuff in their names, but there's no way to be able to customize the color as far as I've been able to find within inside of the game itself, which is a little bit annoying, because imagine if you could just have the particles be all different kinds of colors in your Minecraft world, or even like just the 16 default Minecraft colors that you can dye bundles and stuff. It'd be really cool to just be able to have that extra bit of customization, even though the particle command is already really cool for customization, for adding stuff to your Minecraft. It'd be really cool to be able to like have like that extra layer of doing different colors or different sizes and stuff. I mean, you can with like resource packs and stuff for sure, but it'd be nice if that was added to the default game. It'd be just a cool addition to the particle command and something extra that you would be able to do with particles in Minecraft. I'm kind of curious if anyone's actually paying attention to what I'm saying at this point in the video, so do comment potato in the comments if you are listening, as it is really interesting to see if people just have this muted and go through and listen to the particle commands, or if people watch the particle commands. You can't listen to the particle commands, I'm not reading them out, but it'd be interesting to know if anyone is actually listening at this point in the video, or even just watching at this point in the video. This is probably one of my favorite particle commands. All of the Warden ones are really cool and really cool additions to the game. It's really cool to be able to have that because they seem really good for like different command creations and things like that. It's just nice to have like the particle or the shrieking and the skulk ones and all of them in the game, as well as the creaking ones as well. They're also really cool to have, and it's going to be really exciting to see what Minecraft add in future updates and what new particle commands they do add as well, which obviously will be covered in future videos if there are any new particle commands. If this video does all right, if people want an updated version, then do let me know. If you do want an updated version, do let me know if you do want an updated version of this in the future, and I will do one once again. They do take a long time to set up, but they are really cool to make. So depending on how well this does, if this does all right, if we get a couple of thousand views on this video or something, I'll probably do another version in a couple of years' time when there's new Minecraft bosses or mobs or different things with different particles as well. There are 1 or 2 particles that I'm not turning on in this video. They do work, but they just completely lag out the game, so I'm not going to risk doing that, but I have put them in the video. I've just not put levers there, so the ones without levers do obviously use at your own risks. Maybe it will be fixed in the future and it will work properly, but as of right now they do create some issues, so therefore aren't being included. For example, this one right here, it's just caused so many issues. So I turned it on for like 10 seconds and it caused issues. Imagine if it was on for longer. And this one right here as well, which I'm not going to risk turning on, as I almost crashed my game with that one. But you can obviously use those particles if you do want to. They are some of the really cool looking ones. So maybe with like a tick delay or something, they'd be fine. But I'm not recommending you have them on constantly, at least. We are getting towards the end of the particles, so if you do want to learn how to do particle trails in Minecraft, so you can have it so you can have a particle shop, you can have it so that everyone can have access to the trails, or just you can customize them as much as you do want to, and customize where they are, whether they're just below your feet, whether they're behind you a bit, like an actual trail, whether they're above you in the sky for some reason. Whatever you do want, you can make particles and particle trails on Minecraft Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, Pocket Edition, and PC. Check out the video on screen to learn how. And obviously leave a like on this video if you do want to see more videos like this. Maybe I could do all of the different play sounds, all of the different play animations or something, as there is obviously other stuff like the particles that I could show you all of them of if you do want me to. Anyway, I'll see you at the video over on the screen right now. Thank you very much for watching.